Hi guys, this is Devirk speaking, and well, I'm done. I'm done with my exams finally. It's like yesterday I finished oral English, the last exam, at least this year. No. Yeah, well, the last exam. There will be no more exams, at least not of this sort. Anyway, that's not the point. It's like I'm sitting here, and I was like, I need to talk, or probably that's not really the best verb to use here, because talking usually involves other person talking directly at you back. And so let's say I kinda felt the need to speak. So I decided, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna sit there and speak to the microphone and speak to you guys, because that's where it all gets. Well, essentially, I was thinking about making it a little bit earlier, even before I was done with the exams, especially given that I could have done it on Tuesday, given the oral exam on Wednesday. I was like totally not really cared about the oral English at all, because I knew there is no fucking way I won't pass it. And I did pass it, so that's good. The only thing good about this whole situation is that they gave the English results immediately after the exam, so at least that's good. I don't know about the rest of the exams, because only oral exams were given immediately. The results of oral exams were given immediately. For the rest, I have wait till July. Early July, I don't remember the date. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm getting distracted again. What I was going to talk about, and yeah, I wanted to address it 2 days ago on Tuesday, but I just didn't happen to do so. Anyway, screw the reasons. The point is Duel of Champions, and as I said, I'm done. That might as well be the related to Duel of Champions, although I don't really want to go that bluntly on Duel of Champions, saying that I'm done and I won't make any more Duel of Champions videos anymore. But it's like I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it thoroughly, and I was like, dude, it's been like, what, 3 weeks or so since I last launched Duel of Champions? And I said that, okay, we're going on a hiatus because my exams and stuff, and I won't be able to do stuff. Honestly, if I were to, pay at least a little bit of attention to the scheduling and whatsoever, I guess that probably I'd be able to squish a video or two in the meantime. Yeah, at least mentioning this Tuesday, 2 days ago, that I had totally free, that I did not have anything in particular to do. I definitely wasn't preparing for oral English, because that's oral English. Well, figure it out. It's like I'm talking to you in English right now, so figure it out. Do I really need to prepare for oral English exam? Exactly. That's what I figured out as well. So I was like, yeah, might as well record Duel of Champions, get back to it immediately, and that would even be a sort of a preparation for oral exam, because I'd be using my English. But that's not the point. I actually given up that idea, because I was like, dude, there's been 3 motherfucking weeks without Duel of Champions whatsoever. It's like I did not even log in to claim the daily rewards. Nothing, literally zero. And I'm okay with it. I don't really feel like going there and playing Duel of Champions. I was aware that I was really fed up with Duel of Champions recently. It's like, of course, it's like I wasn't playing Duel of Champions every day. I was never really playing Duel of Champions every day, but it's like, let's be honest, for the most part, when I wasn't really playing Duel of Champions, it was like I was like, oh, dude, I cannot record right now, but I'd play Duel of Champions. But I'm like, dude, no, don't do it. You're gonna play. You're gonna have some awesome game, and the entire awesome game will be lost because you did not record it. So yeah, especially in the early days, I don't really mean like all those. Sweet Jesus, how many years ago was it when I started? I don't even recall. 4 years? Was it 4 years or more? I don't recall. Anyway, I still mean that a fairly recent past, you know, but I don't know, a year ago or so. That's still true. It's like, you know, at times I was really going like, hey, screw this, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some duels and not have them recorded ever because I just cannot do it playing only one duel a week. It's not really working. Not to mention that really after they've gave up the game, it slowly but surely started graduating towards this I have to play Duel of Champions. No, maybe I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, I was really starting to get fed up with it. And let's be honest, March, April, that was the apex of it. I was getting so annoyed with Duel of Champions that it's indescribable. Yeah, I was profoundly annoyed. I felt the urge to use this word for a long time now. Despite that, yeah, I wasn't really enjoying it. So when I said that I'm going on a hiatus because of my exams, to be 100% honest with you, it wasn't really because of my exams, because let's be honest with it, if I'd pay at least a little bit of attention, if I'd to the schedule, if I'd, you know, want to, it wouldn't be that difficult to deal with the exams and record some videos. That would be, you know, if not 100%, then I don't know, 75% doable. Is doable even a word? Accomplishable. Or whatever. I would have been able to do it. It's not really that much of a problem. But I felt it, that, you know, Duel of Champions is no longer fun and it's more of a struggle. And I thought to myself, yo, man, it's like, you have a reason, okay? You can legitimately protect yourself from just being lazy or not liking a Duel of Champions anymore. You have exams, okay? Blame it on the exams, tell you cannot work because of exams, and focus on those fucking exams. And I thought, okay, maybe after I'll give Duel of Champions up for this month, because as far as I remember, I told you that I'm gonna be out for entire May. I thought maybe it will help. Maybe it will be good in any way. Any sort of way. Maybe I'll feel like, oh, I haven't played Duel of Champions, I'm gonna play Duel of Champions. But no, it's no longer like this. Yeah, maybe I don't know how much is it because they screwed the game and then literally killed it. How much is it because other reasons, but I don't know, it's a struggle anymore. And as I said, I've spent last 3 weeks or so, I'm not counting every day, but it's more or less 3 weeks. I haven't even launched the Duel of Champions to claim the daily rewards. And I still don't feel like getting back to it. And I know what it's gonna be like when I go back. You know, most likely Masvar or Ariana getting screwed. I'm really sad that they've gave up the game and you know what, to some extent I think that maybe I'd even be happier if they'd say, you know what, we're discontinuing Duel of Champions whatsoever, screw you guys, rather than leave it in a state where it is like now. Yeah, it's totally broken. The meta is so freaking meta that you cannot do anything about it. No, it's settled, and basically it's like, I'd say if you're a new player and you're starting a game, you know, go make gold and aim to build yourself Masvar deck ASAP. Because no, maybe there are ways of countering Masfar. Maybe I'm too dumb to figure it out. I tried to counter Masfar. I'm not satisfied with the anti-Masfar deck at all. Especially that anti-Masfar deck is literally useless against everything that is not Masfar. While Masfar? Dude, Masfar can do whatever he wants. Lol, dropping creatures in the patterns that AoE won't work? Sure. Dropping creatures in the patterns that with their freaking AoE won't be able to drop anything, because no matter whether you drop something in front of the creature or next to a creature, or if you protect something from being attacked this turn, then something else will attack from the side or something. This is ridiculous. Masfar is ridiculous, and apparently he will never be reworked again. Unless, I don't know, half of players of, I don't know, Hearthstone will move to Duel of Champions now and start buying seals, so Ubisoft can have monies to work on the game. Yeah, because, let's be honest, I bet that's why they gave up the Duel of Champions. They figured out that it's not making enough money and they're gonna, you know, screw this. To some extent I understand them, okay? It's like, you know, making new content for the game, it requires resources. It requires time, money, and people working on this shit. It's like if you can employ the people to either work on a dead game that barely anyone is playing. Although I really wonder what is an actual player base of Duel of Champions. Or you can, you know, move them to something that is, you know, I don't know, more promising at least. Even if it would be a completely new franchise, even if it would be a new game in a franchise, even if they are going to work on motherfucking Heroes 8 or whatever. You know, that theoretically makes more sense, because there are more odds that there will be more people who would enjoy new Heroes game rather than playing the old one, rather than you know, playing the Duel of Champions that they are not playing. So why waste your resource on Duel of Champions that no one's playing? Yeah, you got the idea what I'm trying to say here, right? So here I am. I don't really know what to do. It's like I figured out it's finally I have to talk about it, because I don't really know what to do, and I don't really want to say, okay, no more Duel of Champions, because that makes a question. So what? Am I giving up YouTube entirely? I don't want to do this. It's like, despite everything, I enjoyed. To some extent, there is some magic in it that I enjoy it. I enjoy making those stupid videos. I enjoy working my ass on it. So it's not really that bad, and invaluable skills I learned because I had to. That all comes, you know, and that's why I enjoyed it, you know. It's like all those years I spent on YouTube, with breaks and without. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all. Oh goodness. So yeah, that's really problematic. I don't really know what to do. This is the whole problem. It's like I know what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I don't know what to do. This is to put it in the simplest way possible, because I really have no idea what to do. I could move to something else, but if, then to what? I could, I don't know, maybe, God knows what. I don't really know. I don't really want to force myself to play Duel of Champions if I don't want to, you know. Because that's not the point. It's like I started playing Duel of Champions because I enjoyed it. I fucking enjoyed this freaking game every motherfucking minute I played it for so many years. But then what? Then they gave it up, and then it started to turn to unplayable. There were difficult times, but there were always things that you can legitimately counter. And before everything got fucked up, and before Masvar, there wasn't such a meta. There always was some meta, but there never was such a meta, which is, you know, unbeatable Masvar, which everyone is playing because it's fucking unbeatable. Yeah, probably the only one that really has any chance against Masvar is what? Other Masvar? Although that would be ridiculous. You know, that would definitely show a skill in first of all deck building and second of all, you know, managing your resources. But all in all, yeah, Masvar. Masvar killed Duel of Champions. And then definitely, I'm sure that if Ubisoft wants to gain the player base, they won't gain it in a game that's at its current state. I don't know what else I wanted to say. I don't really know. I think I said everything I wanted to say, but I wanted to say it. It was really on me. It really needed to get out. So I feel better. That's good. But I still don't know what to do with YouTube, with my life, with everything. Well, doing something with my life is yet another problem I'm gonna have. Let's say I don't really care for the next 2 months or so, because before I get results of my exams I cannot really decide that clearly. If I get results from my exams and they will be good, then probably I'll go to some university. That's where it will end, higher education. Well, if they will suck, oh, that's gonna be fun, because that's gonna be a problem. But that's not a problem yet. I try not to think about it, because you know this will be problematic on its own. So for the time being, I'll probably say that we'll probably meet next Wednesday for more Duel of Champions. Okay? And I'm not really giving up Duel of Champions entirely, not yet. But the problem is, I don't really think I will handle Duel of Champions every week if nothing changes. Well, maybe I should log in and see if nothing changed. Maybe they've done something. Because as I said, I've cut myself off of Duel of Champions entirely, saying that this is not for me. I cannot do it, and maybe after this little break, I will feel more enthusiastic about Duel of Champions. But no, I don't. No, I don't, and that's the problem. If I were to go for something else, I don't really know what. That's yet another problem. It's like, yeah, I know. Someone could bring up the idea I've been posting around December about Torchlight, but honestly, I don't think I'll be going to Torchlight. It's like, since Diablo, and Diablo effectively putting up new seasons all the time, all over and over again. It's like I'm stuck doing seasons in Diablo, and I must say, Diablo 3 is fun, to say the least. It's like there are a lot of things that disappoint me in this game. It's like I would never give this game like 10 out of 10 rating, but that is there, that is present, and and that works somewhat. But I don't really know what to make out of it. I mean, I know what to make out of it. It's like I make out of it playing a lot. So I don't think I'd handle yet another ARPG, or whatever you wanna call the Diablo's genre. Whatever it would be the most proper. It's like I'm not really personally fond of way calling those games ARPGs. Yeah, I prefer calling them hack and slash. That's, at least that's the term I grew up on. It's like, yeah. And honestly, it's like I wasn't really aware, but theoretically, I've read, well, actually a few years ago, I don't know, a couple or so, somewhere on the internet, that there's probably some sort of a serious dispute around people, whether you should call, you know, Diablo-like games the top-down run and gun. Run and gun is probably not the best word, but yeah, you know what I mean. Whether you should call action RPGs, because some people say that they are not worthy to be called RPGs. So that's where the term hack and slash came from. But on the other hand, I've heard the term hack and slash be used rather to the games like Devil May Cry or something like this. So I don't know. Anyway, that is not the point. The point is that I probably couldn't stand two Diablo-like games at the same time, and the matter of fact is that Diablo works so shitty on my computer without recording it that if I try to record Diablo, then yeah, my computer will probably, you know, plug itself out, smack me on the face with its power supply cable, and then walk out of the room and say, no, fuck no, I'm out, and you know, and go out. Yeah, that's a good beast. Old as fuck, but it's doing great for its age. Anyway, I'm totally going away from the main point of this video, and that's it. I don't know what else I can say without going totally off to a random direction, not related with the main subject of this video, and I think I addressed what I had to address. So we'll see what happens next. Next week, Duel of Champions, yeah, like, I don't know, 90% it will be there, unless something critical happens, but I don't think so. So 90% there will be new Duel of Champions. Besides that, I cannot guarantee that we'll have another Duel of Champions in 2 weeks, because that is more problematic. It's like, I don't know, maybe, let's say we'll go for unregular Duel of Champions for the time being, and I'll have to sort out my life one way or another, and we'll see where it gets us. Anyway, that will be it for this little vlogish material I have created. Honestly, I enjoyed. I should do more talking and less everything else. I enjoy talking. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I was Devirk, and I'm out.